by step. Left, right, moving forward on the glory.
Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get to the week 5 over-under Vegas spread picks. First game, we got the Los Angeles Rams at the Seattle Seahawks. Over-under is 54.5. I'm going under here because I think this Rams defense comes in on a mission, and they sure as hell better come in on a mission. Because firstly, last week was an absolute embarrassment against the Arizona Cardinals. There is no other way to frame it. There is no other way to talk about it. It was a failure. It was pathetic. And if they do that in the playoffs, they're going to get run out really early. And you got Seattle. You got them against the ropes. They're bobbling a little bit. All you need is a big right hand, and you can knock out the Seahawks. Seahawks are the NFC West, especially this new age Nova era of the NFC West when they recreated it. This is the Seahawks division. When you got them on the ropes, you better come in with the haymaker. I think the Rams defense comes in with the haymaker. I don't see Russell getting over 17, 20 points. Go under here, borderline money pick. If it wasn't Thursday night, it would be a damn money pick. Next game, we got the New York Jets at the Atlanta Falcons. The over-under is 46.5. I'm going over because Atlanta, they just can't get out of their own way. They're going to make mistakes that allow Zach Wilson and the pathetic Jets offense to put points on the board. And the Jets needed a little bit of confidence this week. I'm sure they walk into the Mercedes-Benz Dome with a little bit more swagger, with a little bit more energy, and I think that will help their offense. Atlanta's offense, they can put up points, but they're better at putting up yards. I'm going over, but always remember that about Atlanta. Yards don't equal points. Next game, we got the Miami Dolphins at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The over-under is 48, and this is a borderline money pick. And I didn't want to pull the trigger because there are a lot of variables with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You just don't know what type of mood they're going to show up in the stadium in. Do they want to destroy people, or are they going to go like 65% energy and breeze through? Either way, this Miami offense looks better with Brissett. And I don't think anyone would argue with me about that. I think Brissett gets cooking a little bit. I think there are some garbage time points in play here. Yes, we know Flores' defense is stingy. He can really get stops, and I'm sure he can make things a little bit difficult for Brady. But at the end of the day, Tampa Bay's not going to drop as many passes as they did the last 2 games. This is going over the 48. Next game, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Carolina Panthers. The over-under is 45.5. This is a tough one to analyze, but I'm going under. I think Philly's defense shows up. I think Carolina's defense shows up. Carolina's defense didn't do much last week. Let's be realistic about it. And I know Sam Darnold put up good stats, but I don't think he did that much last week. And there's only so much Hurts can do in the pass game, and there's only so much the Eagles can do in the run game unless it's Hurts balling. I'm going under. Next game, we got the New Orleans Saints at the Washington No Names. The over-under is 44.5. I got the under here. I don't like that it's working down this low. But I'm not one of those people, if it gets to 44, 42, 40, where it's an automatic over bet. That methodology is stupid, and that methodology doesn't work. Okay, I don't want to hear that methodology on the comment section because we have a few games in this range. I'm going under. I think both defenses play good. Really the way to attack Washington's defense and fully expose them is to throw the ball and throw it deep and throw it a lot. Something the Saints are kind of hesitant doing whenever you got Jameis Winston at quarterback. I understand it. We're going to see a lot of running the ball. I don't think Taylor Heineke does much. I'm going under on this game. Next game, we got the Tennessee Titans, Mike Vrabel at the Jacksonville Jags, over under 48.5. I'm going under. I don't know what's going on in Mike Vrabel's head, but I've been kind of yelling at this camera for 3 years, wondering the same things, and people keep coming on and telling me he's a good head coach. I say this to say this. I don't know. You can never predict how the Titans are going to come in this game. This looks like an over on paper, but I'm going under. I'm worried about the Jags offense. I think Lawrence plays good, but I'm not sure how many points the Jags are able to put up, especially with their mistakes. That's why I'm going under. Next game, we got the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. The over-under is 49.5. Money, 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 money. I got this going over. And Vikings have to respond. Vikings put up a lot of yards last week against the Browns, but they didn't put up any points. That's what you get with Kirk Cousins, especially if you're able to rush him. Even though the offensive line didn't perform that bad, if you're able to rush him, you can fluster him. I don't think Detroit can do it this game. I think Jefferson, Thielen both go over 80 yards. Dalvin Cook will get some touches, but Madison has been balling. He's a high-end running back too in fantasy if you need someone to pick up. And I think Detroit's defense, they're getting overwhelmed and they're starting to look confused, and now they're starting to lose their confidence. With Goff, you never know what you're going to get out of this Goff-led offense. But one thing you get out of Minnesota is sloppy play on defense and not good coverage in the secondary. Maybe Goff is able to get to the 20, 24-point range. If Goff gets to 20 here, it pushes over easy. I think he will. And there is a possibility this turns into some garbage time points. Next game, we got the Denver Broncos at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The over-under is 40. I'm going under, but there's so much information that we need to know about this game. Like, is Teddy Bridgewater going to play? We're hearing he's not going to play. I'm not completely buying that. I guess I'll just take my time to talk to you guys about this game, saying I'm not buying Teddy Bridgewater isn't playing. But even with that being said, I'm leaning towards the under, even though 40 is very, very low. Very low. Next game, we got the Green Bay Packers at the Cincinnati Bengals. The over-under is 51.5. I got this going under, and this is a very, very tough game to call. I want to say the Bengals offense comes in here. I want to say they get going. I want to say Burrow gets hot at one point in the game, but I can't say that. I don't know if this offensive line of the Bengals has improved like I thought it would. I thought it would be a little bit better. It looked good against the Vikings, but you can't take too much with that. I think the Packers are able to get pressure. That's why I think it goes under. I don't think Burrow does too much. And then also Packers, I think they put up, 27, 30 points, maybe 24. They might not need a lot. I think this is a 24-17 game. Not going to be the highest scoring game. Not the shootout people think it's going to be. Next game, we got the New England Patriots at the Houston Texans. The over-under is 39.5. I have a borderline money pick here. I forgot to put this game on the upset video. I guess I'll have to make a separate video about it as the week goes on. But when I'm looking at this game, I'm looking at a New England team. Okay, they look good against Bucks, but how many points do they really generate on offense? And then I'm looking at the Texans, and I'm just wondering, okay, what the hell's going on with them? How bad is this team? But something tells me I think the Texans come with a little bit of scrappiness. I think this pushes over. Actually, not a borderline money pick because, dude, Davis Mills, just forget I said that. I recorded videos live, and I do take notes, but I just changed my mind here. Stay the hell away from this one. I'm going over, though. Next game, we got the Chicago Bears. The Bears at the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm really looking forward to this game. Over-under is 46.5. I'm going under. I think this Raiders defense has been playing good. I think the Chicago offensive line will get overwhelmed by them. I'm not so sure they win that battle. Yes, Justin Fields brings a little cachet. Yes, he's going to bring some energy, but does he have the head coach and the offensive system to fully utilize his talent? We're seeing a little bit of the same thing with Lawrence, that he's kind of being held back by the system. So I think that's the big reason why it goes under. Next game, we got the Cleveland Browns at the Los Angeles Chargers. The over-under is 46.5. I'm going under here. Now, this Cleveland defense played great against Minnesota. We can talk about Kirk Cousins, and I get it. Mike Zimmer, Kirk Cousins, that's nothing to get you too excited or hyped, but that defense played great. They played great against the good receivers of Minnesota. I think that continues. That's the big reason why it goes under. I think they're able to put pause on Herbert. I think they're able to distract him. And then also, let's go to Cleveland's offense against this Los Angeles defense. I'm not so sure Baker is in rhythm yet, and I haven't liked what I've seen out of the Browns pass game. Yes, we know they have a great offensive line. Yes, we know they have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. That's thunder and lightning, and that can come at you and absolutely sap, and suck your energy away on any Sunday. But the Browns still need to be more consistent with the pass game. I don't think they get going. Odell and Baker were really off. The chemistry wasn't there. I'm going under. I think the Chargers have a decent game on offense, but don't count out this Cleveland defense. Next game, we got the New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys. The over-under is 51.5. I'm going under here because I think the Giants have found something. Now, I don't want everyone to get too excited about that comeback win against the Saints because Joe Judge is still a train wreck, especially in game management situations. But we know the Giants can play good football, and we know they can stop the run. Daniel Jones has a great deep ball. Can the Giants protect him? I don't think they're able to protect Daniel Jones this game. That's why it goes under. I don't think the Giants put up a lot of points. Their offense is starting to look better, but can you see the Giants putting up more than 20 points, 24 points? And Dallas, they are humming on offense, but I think they face tougher resistance with the Giants defense. I'm going under. Next game, we got the San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. The over-under is 50. Money, 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 money. And I'm adding this one because Trey Lance in the desert creates problems. Now, I'm excited about Trey Lance. I'm excited for this new era of San Francisco Shanahan football to start. They need the read option. Their running back crew is decimated. They need all the legs they can get, and Jimmy G just isn't giving them enough, especially in the big play department. This offense is too stagnant. They play in a small little box. That's one reason why it's going under, although Lance is going to help with that. Arizona, this Arizona offense is damn good. And we know they got targets for days, though that receiving core is absolutely ridiculous and phenomenal. But this is still a Bosa-led pass rush. This is still a D Ford Bosa running at you like rabid wolves in the wild, smelling blood and chasing you and not resting until they put their paws in your neck and bring you down to the turf and drive you 3 feet in the turf until they tear you to pieces. That's how San Fran's going to come at Arizona this game. I think people are underestimating Bosa, they're underestimating D Ford, and they're underestimating the pass rush. Sure, the 49ers haven't been covering anything. They have not covered anyone this whole year. I'm not going to come in here and lie to you guys about that. I am concerned about it. But I think these two and the defensive line change this game. Now, Kyler Murray, he can scramble with the best of them, but eventually, I think this Arizona offense hits a skid in the game where it's 3-4, 3-and-outs with punts. Arizona's going to put up the points, but I don't see them going over 24 points this game. That's why it's going under. It's only 50. Next game, we got the Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. Arrowhead over under 56.5. I'm going under. And I've been thinking about this one a lot, and my combined score of this game, when I predicted the score, it came at 55, but this goes in the category, file this in the drawer of who the hell knows, who really knows at this point, because whenever you see an over-under with the Chiefs, you think over. Whenever you see an over-under with the Bills, you think over. But we have to remember this is going to be playoff atmosphere. This is going to be extremely physical. That's why I'm leaning towards the under. I'm leaning towards maybe a little bit of jitters. One thing I want you guys to look at is the over-under line for the first half. That's what I would target if I was betting this game on the over-under ticket, okay? I would look at that first half over-under. I would go under. The full game is 56.5. I'm pretty sure it goes under, but you never want to stay sure when you got two potent and destructive offenses. Next game and last game of week 5. I'm just making sure because sometimes I miss a game. We got the Indianapolis Colts at the Baltimore Ravens. The over-under is 46. I got this going over, and there's a few reasons why. Originally, I had this going under, but we have to factor in how much this game means for the Colts, and it is their Alamo. Of course, with any bet, because I record earlier in the week, you have to keep in mind that this is considering Carson Wentz plays. The Colts got the run game going last week. I think they're able to run it, but they're going to work in some play action, and they're going to work it deep against the Ravens, and the Ravens have some vulnerabilities against those type of schemes. A la Tennessee Titans scheme. So I think the Colts run it, play action. I think that works. But also, this Baltimore offense is humming, man. Last week, they were missing three starting offensive lines. And everyone told me I was wrong. Everyone told me I was an idiot. Everyone told me Denver was going to win that game. Denver was going to blow out them. Teddy Bridgewater has a great against the spread record. Well, you want to know what? The Ravens went out. They won. They made big explosive plays on offense. They're going to make big explosive plays again on offense because the Ravens offense did start really slow this year, but they are picking up and they are getting those explosive plays again. And that's what summarizes this offense. That's what summarizes this team. I think the Colts put up points, but I think the Ravens, they start finding their way. And this Colts defense hasn't been able to find their way the whole year. That's why I got this going over 46 on Monday night. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the videos. This is the best gambling show on the internet. Hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure you check out my Patreon page. Link in description. Only $5 a month for the best bets on the internet.
How many days it gonna take? You switch on me and I ain't get a break. If I hop off, then the levee gon' break. If I take two, then I'm off into space. Put all that down, pour all that out. I'm done without, we on the now. Step after step, day by the day. Live for the night and I'm never gon' break. Yeah.
Step by step by step by step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Step by step by step by step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Moving forward on the glory, up and onward, write the story. Little further, I can see it. We will be there before you know.
This life can get you down, down, down.
Just keep yourself around, round, round.